Don't fall for the trap of thinking that the recently announced Canon R8 is on the same level as the Canon R6. I've seen a lot of videos out there that are making this wild claim, and let me tell you, it's simply not true. Now, don't get me wrong, the R8 will be the gold standard for cameras in that price bracket, but comparing it to the R6 is similar to comparing a scooter to a motorcycle. Yes, they're both sweet modes of transportation, but one is clearly in a league of its own. Now, I'm definitely not here to shame the Canon R8 or its customer base. The R8 is going to be excellent, and your interest in photography is a win for everyone. I just want to help you make an informed decision on which camera is going to be right for you. So with that out of the way, let's get into the details. Today I'm going to be comparing the Canon R6 Mark I and the Canon R8 camera system. Some of you are thinking that the Canon R6 is like a Ducati on a racetrack while the R8 is more like a Vespa on a Sunday drive. But hey, that doesn't mean that the R8 can't hold its own. Priced at $1,500 US for the body only, it's a fantastic deal with tons of features. By the way, the body only SKU is how I recommend anyone to purchase this budget-friendly camera. The kit lens that comes with this camera is a 24-50 variable aperture, and that lens is not a lens that I recommend to anyone. It's gonna be much better to get this camera body only and then purchase either the Nifty 50 or the 35mm macro prime. Those two lenses are far superior, and if you're on a budget, consider just getting the Nifty 50, the 1.8. I have made dedicated videos for both of those lenses, and you can find them right at this top corner. By the way, if you're interested in chatting with me about these cameras, please leave me a comment down below. Also, check out some of my photography work on my social media platforms. The links are in the description below, and I'll post some of them right here. Okay. Getting into the specs, the R8 has a 24.2 megapixel full frame image sensor, which is a monster of a sensor. It's the same one that's going to be used in the R6 and can record an oversampled uncropped 4K movie at up to 60 FPS from 6K. Not bad for a scooter, right? Now, I'm going to list some of the negatives with the R8. The R8 has a small body very similar to the RP. It's also gonna have a very small battery, a single SD slot, no mechanical shutter, and no IBIS. Personally, all of the reasons above are all deal breakers for me. The positives of the R8 are incredibly impressive, however. It has a 24.2 megapixel full frame CMOS image sensor, the same one that's on the R6. Dual pixel autofocus system, the same as the R6. A 3-inch 1.62 million dot vari-angle LCD touchscreen. It has a 2.36 million dot OLED electronic viewfinder. On the other hand, the R6 is a supercharged version of the R8 body. The R6 features a new 24.2 megapixel full frame sensor for the Mark II version that can take sharp and detailed images even in low light situations. It also has raw burst mode that can capture up to 30 frames per second, making it perfect for capturing split-second details in dynamic action shots. This next feature is what I believe makes the most significant difference. It's in-body image stabilization that can provide up to 8 stops of shake correction. It's like having a little camera ninja inside that keeps the shot steady and blur-free for both video and stills. Why is this important, you may ask? It's important because not all lenses come with stabilization, and working without it is not very fun. Having the IBIS makes the R6 OP. Give me a thumbs up if you guys know what OP stands for. The R6 Mark II is priced at $2,500. The Mark I is priced, I believe, $300 less. That's $1,000 more than the R8. The new R6 Mark II has a 24.2 megapixel full frame CMOS sensor that can take sharp and detailed images even in low light situations. My R6 has 20.1 megapixels, but that's okay because more megapixels does not always equal more better. It has a Digic X image processor with a large ISO range. It has raw burst mode that can capture up to 30 frames per second. automatic subject detection of people, animals, and vehicles, 6K oversampled, uncropped 4K movie at up to 60 FPS. Now, everything that I just listed off of the R6 specs is the same or similar to the R8. The following is where the extra $1,000 comes in. The R6 Mark I and Mark II both have in-body image stabilization, up to 8 stops of shake correction with a coordinated control image stabilizer. It has dual SD slots. It has a high capacity battery, an LPE6NH, a larger body. It has an OLED electronic viewfinder, 3.69 million dots. It's also dust and water resistant. So, with all of that being said, which one should you choose? Well, in my opinion, if you're a pro photographer or a videographer, the R6 Mark I or Mark II is definitely the way to go, hands down. But if you're just starting out, or need a more affordable option or a B camera, the R8 is a fantastic choice. To be honest, the only way that I would consider getting the R8 would be as a B camera or a C camera. This R8 is perfect for content creators that want to level up their talking head videos, and it's gonna be perfect for YouTube videos, Instagram Reels, and TikToks. If you liked this video and found it helpful, consider subscribing to this channel where I talk about all things photography and how to monetize your creativity. Feel free to ask me any specific questions about any Canon lens or questions about making money with photography. And there you have it, a comparison between the R6 and the R8. Whatever your photography or videography needs, Canon has got you covered. Canon has done a tremendous job of providing a starting point for any budget and any level of creative or photographer that's just getting started. I really believe that Canon, with the release of all of these new cameras, has set a really high bar for all of its competitors. There is no other camera currently on the market from any other provider or any other company that can compete with the features of the R8 at the $1,500 price point. I hope this video helps you make the right choice for your next camera purchase. Please, if you have any questions about any Canon camera, feel free to leave the question down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer your question as soon as I can. I hope that you liked this video. I hope that you subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, you're still here. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I typically like to dedicate the last few minutes of my video to provide you with some updates from my life over the past week. So my YouTube channel was on fire this past week, and I gained more subs this past week than any other week since I started posting content. Thanks to everyone who has been watching. I created this channel originally to share my thoughts on this awesome hobby, and I also created it as a way to meet more creatives. Speaking of which, I had the most amount of questions asked in the comments and through DMs on my social media page. I even helped the viewer with some compositional problems that he was having with his product photography at home. That question and me being able to help him out really brought me a lot of fulfillment this week. So that was incredible. I really love that. Lastly, as you guys may know, I love to read, and I'm always sharing new books that I'm coming across with you guys. I started and finished a book titled How to Get Paid for What You Know by Graham Cochran. A fantastic book about how to start developing a course and how to structure an online course. It was a fantastic read. I have plans to release a free course sometime in the near future, and I'll be giving it away through my YouTube channel or through my website. I'm giving it away for free, obviously, because I'd like to get your guys' feedback and create some sort of feedback loop so that I can see what it is that the viewers watching videos like this are interested in and how I can provide value. Graham talks about putting the students first and making sure to provide the highest quality knowledge to your viewers as possible. It spoke a lot about building authority and creating an audience. I would highly recommend this book to anyone with a YouTube channel or a social media following. I believe that it's a must read. Again, I just want to thank everybody for clicking on this video, for watching all the way to the end. Not everybody makes it this far, so if you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. You are a true MVP. Also, I know that I say this a lot, leave it in the comments, but I'm serious. If you guys are interested in learning about something specific or something that I may be able to share, or that I can make a video about it, please leave it in the comments or send me a message through my social medias. All right, guys. Adios.